Emily stopped typing mid-sentence when her phone lit up. Not a call, not even a text, just a social media notification from him. She stared at the screen longer than she should have, her coffee going cold beside her. Maybe it sounds pathetic, waiting for someone who never really chose you, but she had spent 3 years doing exactly that. And the worst part? He never once asked her to. Emily Carter was 29, a freelance graphic designer who worked out of a small, sunlit apartment in Portland. Her mornings were predictable: oat milk coffee, a toasted bagel, soft indie music playing in the background while she checked emails. And, almost unconsciously, checking his profile. His name was Ryan. They weren't officially anything, never had been. But they had history, late-night calls, shared playlists, inside jokes, moments that felt like something real. At least to her. Are you seeing anyone? Her friend Lisa asked one afternoon over lunch, pushing her salad around the plate. Emily hesitated. Not exactly. Lisa raised an eyebrow. That sounds like a yes and a no at the same time. It's complicated, Emily said, forcing a small laugh. But it wasn't complicated. It was simple. Ryan texted when he was lonely, called when he needed someone to listen, disappeared when life got exciting again. And Emily, she stayed. She stayed through the silence, through the canceled plans, through the feeling that she was always almost enough. At night, she'd lie in bed, phone in hand, rereading old messages. You get me better than anyone. I don't know what I'd do without you. Those words meant everything to her. But somehow, they never turned into anything real. Still, she held on. Because hope is a quiet thing. It doesn't shout. It whispers, maybe tomorrow. It happened on a rainy Thursday evening. Emily had just finished a client project and decided to treat herself. Pizza, a glass of wine, maybe a movie. Her phone buzzed. Ryan. Her heart did that stupid thing it always did, racing like it mattered. Hey, his message read. You free to talk? Of course she was. She always was. They talked for over an hour. He sounded different. Lighter. I met someone, he said casually. Emily froze, her fingers tightening around the phone. Oh, she replied, trying to sound normal. That's great. Yeah, she's amazing. It just feels right, you know? Emily swallowed. Yeah, I get it, but she didn't. Not really. Because she had been there all along, through his bad days, through his doubts, through the version of him no one else saw. And now, someone else got the easy version. After the call ended, Emily sat in silence. The rain tapped softly against the window. Her pizza sat untouched. And for the first time in a long time, she didn't check her phone. She just stared ahead, a quiet realization settling in. She wasn't heartbroken because she lost him. She was heartbroken because she never really had him. The next morning felt different. Not better, just heavier. Emily woke up early, before the sun fully rose. The sky was that soft gray blue, the kind that made everything feel still. She made her coffee, but didn't sip it right away. Instead, she sat by the window, watching the empty street. No notifications, no messages, just silence. And in that silence, something uncomfortable surfaced. Why did I stay? Not because he promised anything, not because he forced her, but because she believed if she loved him enough, he'd eventually love her back. Later that day, she met Lisa again. You look tired, Lisa said gently. Emily nodded. He met someone. Lisa didn't look surprised. I'm sorry, she said. Emily shrugged. It's not like we were anything. Lisa leaned forward. Emily, you were something. Just not to him in the same way. That stung. But it was true. I kept thinking, Emily said slowly, that if I just stayed patient, if I didn't push, he'd choose me. Lisa shook her head. People don't choose you because you wait. They choose you because they want to. Silence hung between them, and for once Emily didn't defend him, didn't make excuses, didn't say, he's just confused. Because deep down, she knew. He wasn't confused. He just didn't choose her. That night, Emily did something small. She muted his notifications. Not blocked, not deleted, just quiet. It felt strange, like stepping away from something familiar, even if it hurt. But healing isn't a straight line. A week later, Emily broke. It was late. She had just finished work, the soft hum of her laptop filling the room. Out of habit, she opened his profile. There it was. A photo of him and the girl. Smiling. Close. Easy. The kind of smile he never gave Emily. Her chest tightened. Why her? That question hit harder than she expected. She closed her laptop, but the image stayed in her mind. That night, she couldn't sleep. Her thoughts spiraled. Was I not enough? Did I try too hard? Did I not try enough? She grabbed her phone, her thumb hovering over his name. One message. That's all it would take. Hey, I miss you. But she didn't send it. Instead, she sat there staring at the screen, tears quietly falling. No dramatic breakdown. No loud sobbing. Just silence. The kind that feels heavier than anything else. And in that moment, she realized something painful. She wasn't just waiting for him to love her. She had been waiting for his love to prove she was worth loving. The days that followed were messy. Emily tried to focus on work, on routines, on anything that didn't involve him. Some mornings were okay. Others felt like starting over from zero. She began journaling, something she hadn't done since college. At first, it was awkward, just scattered thoughts. But slowly, patterns emerged. I always choose people who don't choose me. I'm afraid of being alone. I confuse attention with love. Those sentences hit harder than anything Ryan had ever said. One afternoon, while working at a small coffee shop, she overheard a conversation. A college student sitting nearby said, "I'd rather be alone than feel like I'm an option." Emily froze. That sentence lingered. An option. That's what she had been. Not a priority, not a partner, just available. That night, she did something harder than muting notifications. She deleted the chat. Not out of anger, but out of clarity. Weeks passed. She started taking early morning walks, the cold air grounding her thoughts. She picked up small habits, reading, cooking real meals instead of ordering takeout, calling her parents more often. Life didn't magically become perfect. She still thought about him, still had moments where she wondered, what if? But those moments became shorter, quieter, less powerful. And slowly she started noticing something new. Herself, her own thoughts, her own needs, her own voice. Almost a year later, Emily sat in the same apartment, same window, same street. But everything felt different. Her phone buzzed. A message from Ryan. "Hey, I've been thinking about you. How have you been?" Emily looked at the screen. Her heart didn't race. Her hands didn't shake. She just read it. And for a moment, she smiled. Not because he texted, but because she didn't need him to. She typed back, "I've been good. I hope you are too." And that was it. No long conversation. No reopening old doors. Just closure. Not the kind he gave her, the kind she gave herself. Here's the truth most people don't say out loud. One-sided love doesn't end when the other person leaves. It ends when you stop waiting. A study once found that people often stay in emotionally unbalanced relationships because they believe their effort will eventually be rewarded. But love isn't earned through patience alone. It's chosen. Freely. If someone isn't choosing you, no amount of waiting will change that. Tonight, try this. Write down one person or situation where you feel like you're waiting to be chosen. Then ask yourself honestly, if nothing changes, how long am I willing to stay here? And in the comments, share this. Have you ever waited for someone who never chose you? What did it teach you? Because sometimes life doesn't give you the love you expected. It gives you the lesson you needed.